Okay, here we are with the first can of black gold, and we're gonna open it up. So yeah, it just spilled all over the damn place, but so be it. I got the garbage can ready for it. It's spilling in there. That's all you need to know. Okay. So now that I'm back in my room, and I got a little bit of chow. It's like an egg salad sandwich from their little version of 7-Eleven, I guess. I mean, I've had better. Okay. I'm just going to say that. I've had better. But seeing them flipping starving, and I don't feel like spending the national debt here in Sydney, which is about what it costs to have a good time here. I'm just buying some cheap chow tonight. Tomorrow night, I'm probably going to splurge a little. But anyway, what I was ranting about with this Hilton is Hilton has like different tier levels, like silver and gold and diamond, right? And I've been all three of those at various durations of my career. And a while back, I was knocking Hilton, out of the park. I was a diamond guy. Had the hundreds of thousands of points and all that, like most traveling businessmen have. But oftentimes, my business handles our booking. And they used to roll about 40% of the time with SPG, which has been bought out by Marriott back in the day. So I kind of did the math and figured out that I was better off being a Starwood guy, SPG guy, back in those days. So I stopped doing the Hilton thing, and my status dropped off. And, I rose up to, SPG Platinum. And one day I got the Amex Platinum card. All right. And when you have Amex Platinum, you get on their little app and you can just sign up for Hilton Gold and Marriott Gold. Okay. And after a few years of being an SPG guy and going all over the place, staying with them, Marriott started talking with them and decided that they were going to buy them out. I think SPG was having some financial portfolio issues at the time. And it was a financially sensible move for them to say yes to Marriott. Okay. So myself and a lot of my coworkers who are SPG Platinum, we're pretty damn worried. All right. Because Marriott, it was like you had to have like 75 nights to get to their top tier. But with SPG, you only had to have 50. And I think Hilton was 50 as well. So we're a little concerned about it. But then we start getting emails from Marriott once this deal was going to be finalized between Marriott and SPG, and they started saying to us, all you platinum SPG people, do not worry. We are going to honor your status. We're like, damn, that's pretty cool of them. So a lot of the jitters kind of like went away, and and then when it became official and they went Marriott, I was happy with it. So become a Marriott guy, start knocking Marriotts out. 75 nights, not a problem really at all, especially if you get their credit card. If you get the Marriott BonVoy credit card, you get like 15 nights credit automatically. So on January 1 of the calendar year, you are going to start off with 15 nights. So if you have never done the hotel thing and you're thinking about doing it and you're going to join Marriott or Hilton, I would definitely look into getting one of their credit cards and read the fine print and see if you get any nights credit out of it. So let me go back to Hilton and my complaint against them. Before COVID, I was Hilton Gold. All right, and I was like Marriott Platinum or Titanium. I don't know. I was one of the two. I'm Titanium right now, but so I was Hilton Gold, and this is before COVID, and I'm going all over the place, across the Atlantic, across the Pacific, staying in Asia, staying in Europe. And when I walked into a Hilton before COVID, and they saw that I was gold, because I was a Marriott guy, okay, so I only had gold, and I had it through the Amex Platinum card. I had like 1 or 2 stays with Hilton the entire year, and I was gold. But I walked in there as a gold member, and I'm going to tell you right now, Hilton rolled out the red carpet for their gold members, okay? Their diamond members, they must have given them like a free massage or 18 holes of golf. I don't know, because when it came to gold with Hilton before COVID, overseas, not in the U.S. The U.S. doesn't give a damn about you, okay? The U.S. hotels. But overseas in Europe, in Asia, if you were gold before COVID, they treated you like gold. You were gold to them. You were golden. You were stay gold pony boy. You were gold. And I knew it. I knew it walking in. Like, when I walked into the front desk to get my key, I asked for nothing. I didn't expect nothing because I knew what they were going to do. But I asked for nothing. I walk up humble. I'm like, how you doing? Here's my passport. Here's my credit card. I'm like, oh, Mr. Dusty, you're gold. And I'm like, yeah, I'm gold. Yeah, cool, thanks. And they're like, sir, and they'd slide it across the counter like it was like a payoff. They'd be like, here's your breakfast coupon. And they're like, here's your room key. Oh, and your room key. I'm going to get you into the executive lounge tonight from like 6 to 9 or 5:30 to 8:30 or whatever it was. And people that know this, they know, but anyone listening or watching who does not know, you go to Europe or Asia to a Hilton executive lounge, and they have all the top shelf liquors sitting there, and mixers and all that, and it's self-serve, and they don't give a damn. Like, there's nobody monitoring your intake. Okay, so like there's a Hilton in London that I used to stay at, and walk into that lounge as a gold member, door would open right up, There'd be a guy at the door. How you doing? Show him the room key to make sure I'm not scamming him. He's like, oh, welcome, Mr. Dust. Welcome. Please, enjoy. I'm like, hell yeah. Get some vodka tonics going. You know? Little Captain and Coke. But they had it. Now, COVID hits, right? COVID. That put a screeching halt to about 90% of the overseas Hilton properties treating their gold members like gold. I heard from a coworker the other day that a particular Hilton overseas that my work frequents, that his key got him into the lounge. So I'm not going to say it's 100% of Hiltons. But I'm telling you from experience that I believe that it's close to 90% of overseas Hiltons post-COVID, after COVID. If you're gold, the most you can expect from that hotel is a free breakfast in the morning. And I'm saying that from experience because I've been getting it. Okay, I've been going to some Hiltons overseas as a gold member, and they've been hooking me up with breakfast, and I'm like, thanks, appreciate it. When I ask them about the lounge when I'm checking in, they're like, oh no, you just get breakfast, and I'm like, okay. And I want to give them a history lesson. I want to be like, you know what? I don't know if your little computer shows you, but, if you look me up, you'll see that I've stayed here about 35 times in the past 10 years or 11 years or 12 years or whatever it's been. And I'm not exaggerating. How you doing? Yeah, I've been here like 30 to 35 times. And about 29 of those times, I was gold, and I got into your lounge over here. Like, oh yeah, well we're sorry, but we kind of changed our policies since then. And I'm like, oh yeah, I know. COVID changed a lot of companies' policies. Just about 100% of companies worldwide changed their policies during COVID. It was like a giant pause for every company on earth to reevaluate themselves and decide how they were going to tighten their belts and pass off the cost to the customer a little bit more than they used to. But Hilton, I'm here to tell you, if you're gold with Hilton, they don't treat you like gold no more. So I'm grateful for the breakfast. Appreciate it. I'd like to think I get something. I'd like to think that each particular tier level gets something. And, maybe gold shouldn't get the lounge. Diamond is top notch. So I should just shut up. I should just stop bitching about it. I'm not diamond. I'm gold. And the diamond members should probably have something that sets them apart from the gold. But I'm spoiled. That's why I'm complaining. It's because when I was gold, I got breakfast and I got the lounge. Maybe you've been in the same boat. Maybe you've been in the same situation. Maybe you can relate. Maybe you think I'm full of it. I don't know. But I'm a Marriott guy. I was like adopted by Marriott because I was SPG. And I don't, well, I was going to say, I don't see myself turning my back on them. But Marriott has a program called Platinum for Life. And so you achieve certain results with Marriott. Okay. It's X amount of nights in X amount of time. Well, you have to acquire X amount of nights and you have to acquire X amount of years as a platinum member to be platinum for life. All right. And myself and a lot of my coworkers have achieved that. All right. The vast majority of my coworkers have achieved that. And the number is 600 nights and 10 years as a platinum member. Hilton has a similar program, and theirs is like 1,000 nights. Okay, and I'm not sure about the years. I'm assuming it's 10 or 15 because to get 1,000 nights, I think you got to be rolling with Hilton pretty thick and doing it pretty hard for like 12 to 13 years straight to knock out 1,000 nights. If you got 1,000 nights with Hilton and you're watching this, you let me know how many years it took you to get those 1,000 nights. Because on the Hilton app, it does not tell you how many nights you've got, okay? The Marriott app does. The Marriott app shows you your progress towards platinum for life. So it'll say like, hello, Dusty. You are at 478 nights towards platinum for life or whatever, and 8 years. So you got to hit 10 years and you got to hit 600 nights. You got to hit them both. You have to check both them boxes. And once you do, as soon as you have hit those two goals, and the very next time you open up your Marriott app, there's like this pop-up, all right, and it takes over your entire phone screen or your iPad screen, and it's like confetti falling, and it's like, congratulations, you're made platinum for life. So basically what I'm trying to say, I was saying earlier that I don't see myself turning my back on Marriott. And what I'm getting at is I would like to be Hilton Diamond. Because if you're gold, you're no longer gold. Gold is like silver now. So I'd like to be Hilton Diamond. And you can get it. You can get it. You can buy your way there. Okay, there's a credit card or two out there you can buy the annual fee per year, and I think you get diamond out of it. But I'm already like shelling out like $700 on this Amex Platinum, so I'm probably not going to get a second credit card that's $600, $700, $800. I got mouths to feed back home. You know what I mean? So what I could do is, seeing I'm platinum for life with Marriott, I just stop staying with them because I'm going to be platinum no matter what, and just start knocking out Hilton. And my Marriott nights could drop to 1 or 2 a year, or maybe a handful, 4 or 5. But my status would not drop. I wouldn't be titanium, but I would be platinum, and platinum is good enough. So Marriott, they have the same deal, breakfast in the morning, and some of the hotels have executive lounges. And in those lounges, they have beer, wine, liquor, and food. And it's great. You don't have to go out. You should tip the people working there. But if you're short time where you're at, when I go to dinner and drop, 30, 40 euro, just go to the executive lounge to see what they got. Have a couple beers and whatever hors d'oeuvres they've got out. Call it a night. So that's my rant. And I showed you this room. So I'm in a Hilton right now in Australia. And when I checked in, I was expecting, at the very least, full breakfast. Okay, breakfast buffet. On another one of my videos, I think it was the Berlin video, I've filmed a breakfast buffet. All right. So it's an overseas hotel. It was not a Marriott, and it was not a Hilton. It was a German hotel. But in our rate that was booked, we had breakfast included. So the buffet that I showed on the video, that's the kind of buffet you can expect at most hotels in Europe and Asia and stuff like that. Large and in charge and full of, good chow. So I check in downstairs. He's like, oh, I have your gold file on status. I was like, ah, cool. And he's like, oh, yeah. So, with your status, you get bonus points and you get 25% off at the hotel, bakery, and coffee shop. And I was like, wow. I'm Hilton Gold. I'm in the biggest Hilton in downtown Sydney. Probably the only one. And because I've made it to Hilton Gold, you give me a couple extra points, and at your little bakery and coffee shop, I get a whole 25% off? I mean, damn, thanks. Thanks so much. Why don't you bend me over a little harder? So then he goes, are you interested in breakfast in the morning? And I interpret that question as, are you interested in paying for breakfast and adding it to your hotel room bill? So I said, buddy, no, I'm good. I'll go find something, So then I walk away from the desk and I see one of my buddies over across the way. And he's like, did you get breakfast? And I'm like, no, you said I got 25% off at this stupid bakery thing. He's like, oh, I got breakfast. I'm just silver. I said, what? He's like, yeah, you need to go talk to him. I'm like, I'm going to go talk to him right now. That's BS. And he said, yeah, I think it's in our rate. The rate that was booked. I'm like, well, he didn't say anything to me about it when I checked in. He didn't say that I had breakfast in the rate, because my buddy checked in with a different customer service agent at the front desk. So I said, this is some BS. My buddy is silver, he got breakfast, and I'm gold, and I got 25% off at the bakery. So I walked over and got back in line to talk to the same guy. And I was like, hey, my buddy over here, he's silver, and he says he's got breakfast. Is it in our rate? And he's like, oh, no, it's not in your rate. It's not in your rate. And he didn't explain to me how he got breakfast. So I was like, okay, well, what is it? Is it do I choose bonus points or the breakfast? And he goes, yeah. Did I not say that? I'm like, no, he didn't say that. I said, you asked me if I was interested in breakfast after you told me that that I rated bonus points and 25% off in your coffee bakery shop. So I just assumed all that I was going to get is what I just said. And he goes, oh, no, you have a choice. You have a choice between breakfast and the bonus points. I'm like, well, I'll have your breakfast buffet over the stupid points. I know I don't ever use Hilton for vacations anyway, to be honest with you. I usually give them away to my wife if she's doing something, or my in-laws or something like that. When he goes, oh, well, yeah, okay, yeah, you can switch it from the points to the breakfast, but it's not the full breakfast. I'm like, what? What is it? So it's just a continental breakfast. So you get like a croissant and like a coffee and like, I don't know, something else. And you know, Weston pulls the same crap. Okay. Weston is like, oh, yeah, well, thank you for your titanium status. You get continental breakfast in the morning. Like, no, I don't, buddy. No, I don't. You better call me Uber Eats, or you better ship me some breakfast. Okay. I'm not doing continental. I didn't make it to titanium. Okay. To get a continental breakfast. So any people working at Weston sees this video, you can take your continental breakfast and shove it right up your ass. Okay? So this Hilton says to me, oh yeah, you get the points or you get continental breakfast. And my buddy had already gone up to his room. He's probably tired as hell. And so I think my buddy misinterpreted his customer service agent when he selected breakfast. I don't think she told him that it was continental. So he's going to go down there to the buffet, all right, and like start slopping food onto his plate. And like the little chick working the front door is going to be like, well, he's doing the buffet. We're going to charge his ass like 35 Australian dollars or whatever it is, probably 40. Or he's going to show up and they're going to tell him it's continental for you. It's continental breakfast only. And he is going to be pissed. Okay. So I'm glad that I went back, and I'm glad that that guy, as much as he angered me, I'm glad that he laid it out. Like, you can choose this, but if you choose this, know what you are choosing. It equals this. And I said, no, thank you. Have a good one. And I will go out in the morning and find my own damn food somewhere else. So Hilton, you used to treat your people like gold if they were gold. And for the most part, that's gone by the wayside. So a big thank you very much. Bye.